Classification of colloids based on the type of particles of the dispersed phase. We have three different types: multimolecular colloids, macromolecular colloids, and associated colloids. We shall start with multimolecular colloids. The term multimolecular means a large number of molecules. So multimolecular colloids are formed when a large number of atoms or small molecules aggregate or associate together. Examples are gold sol and sulfur sol. Gold sol is found to consist of a large number of gold atoms. A large number of gold atoms associate to give gold sol. Similarly, a large number of S8 molecules associate to give sulfur sol. What are macromolecular colloids? These are colloids in which the dispersed particles themselves are large molecules or macromolecules like proteins, starch, cellulose, or polymers like polythene, nylon. These macromolecules in suitable solvents form solutions in which the size of the macromolecules are in the colloidal range. Let us now discuss about associated colloids or miscellae. What are associated colloids? There are certain substances which behave as strong electrolytes at low concentration. But if the concentration is higher, these substances will exhibit colloidal characteristics. What is it due to? It is due to the formation of aggregated particles. These aggregated particles are also known as miscellae. There are two terms associated with miscellae. One is Kraft temperature and the other is critical miscellae concentration. Next we shall see what is meant by Kraft temperature. The formation of miscellae will take place only above a particular temperature, and that temperature is known as Kraft temperature. Now coming to critical miscellae concentration, it is the lowest concentration at which miscellae formation takes place. Soaps and detergents can be given as examples for associated colloids. With the help of this video, try to understand miscellae formation and how it is responsible for the cleansing action of soap. Soap is sodium or potassium salt of long chain carboxylic acid. The violet tail represents the hydrophobic end and the pink sphere represents the hydrophilic end. It is the hydrophilic end which can interact with water. Let us now watch the cleansing action of soap. The surface of a cloth is shown. Dirt can be seen on its surface. It cannot be removed by simply washing with water. It is because dirt is oily in nature or non-polar, whereas water is polar in nature. Therefore, soap solution should be used to remove the dirt. When the cloth is dipped in soap solution, the hydrophobic ends of a large number of soap molecules get attached to the oily dirt, while the hydrophilic ends remain in water. In this way, miscellae formation takes place around dirt. You can see such a spherical structure or a miscellae formed around dirt on the surface of the cloth. Now, when the cloth is rubbed, this miscellae gets lifted off from the surface of the cloth. Thus, the cloth becomes clean. A large number of such miscellae will be formed around dirt, and these miscellae remain suspended in water. It gets washed away along with water. That is how the surface of the cloth becomes clean. What you see here is nothing but coronavirus. Now that you have studied about the cleansing action of soap, let us see how soap destroys coronavirus. You know that coronavirus has been declared a pandemic and has infected a large number of people all over the world. In the midst of panic and absence of treatment, health professionals are emphasizing on hand hygiene. How is it that our ordinary soap is being used to fight the pandemic? To understand that, watch the video, wash your hands with soap, and stay safe at home.